straight ahead.
Okeanos, this is Catalina at URI.
Yes,
RV has definitely gone to starboard quarter.
Roger that. Looks
Checking
fine.
audio. Your echo is pretty bad this morning.
The echo is pretty bad this morning. You're the only one I think that's checked in.
That's much better.
Okay. That's good. As you probably can see the video now, right?
Yeah, the video is great. We have no audio coming through, so I didn't know if you guys were talking through the OKEX or not.
Yeah, the OKEX is wide open. You should be hearing.
Talking on OKEX. Just talk only.
Co-pilot confirms.
Yeah, pilot confirms.
Copy that, thank you.
Can you hear them now, Catalina?
I can, thank you very much.
Great.
I'll test the other ECCs.
Roger that, thank you.
Video, can you rotate either of the HD cameras to see Little Herc? I see the A-frames in the way. Yeah, okay. Yeah, thank you, video.
EX, this is Newport.
Good morning, Newport. This is the X. How do you read?
Excellent this morning.
That's wonderful. Great. I've heard from URI now as well. From Seattle.
Yeah,
or
roger that.
Yeah.
I was just talking.
We're getting better at this. I should say you're getting better at this. I just moved my dial to 85%.
Yeah, but you did it so well, and you.
Nav, could we get a zoom? Nav, could we get a zoom on the high pack screen?
You guys could be farther apart, horizontally.
Can you push out more, Carl?
Yeah, that's what I was just trying to do. Just randomly once in a while, every couple of minutes. I was trying to figure out what had changed.
Okay.
Sorry, I haven't been spinning out of control. I've been in control, but using a lot of horizontal.
Thank you.
Got you visually in the Mini Zeus. 21 meters a minute. 23 meters vertical sep.
I'm starting to get my altitude reading from that layer of smoke at 100 meters from the bottom.
Now, Carl, you're speculating.
No, this is the third day. We're starting to get a trend.
N equals 3.
The observation is consistent, but the cause is still speculation.
How about that for a plume?
Well,
Right here, 56 meters.
Well,
there's
Oh,
point.
gee.
There's point 3.
yeah. There's data point 3. Oh, look at that.
Now, correlation is not confirmation. N is only 3.
Trust but verify.
Pretty good call.
About 10 meters, I should pop out into clear water.
Or hit something just smack.
Yes. Or hit a.
Well, it is interesting though that, I mean, you weren't. The sonar return wasn't from the top of that. It was from
Yeah,
the
it's
bottom
from
of
the
the
bottom,
of the
like-
plume, yeah. Or somewhere near the bottom.
Probably a
Seems like you're
temperature
out of it.
gradient.
Yeah. But I wonder if the temperature gradient is
Can you see the
correlated with the-
temperature?
ROV CTD is 2.46.
Okay. So now I'm coming out of it and I just lost altitude. And now the sled should get altitude and
I'm not sure I have ever seen that. I think I have a different frequency
yeah,
sonar.
you should get the real bottom in about 1 minute.
Yeah, you've got
Oh,
a
yeah.
low frequency
Yeah.
unit there. Carl's is, I think it's a 600 kilohertz unit. And I think you are 300.
My vision is just completely gone now.
There it is, Copilot, 95 meters.
Excellent, 95 meters.
So why don't we get to our horizontal configuration?
Alrighty.
So we're nice and relaxed when we get to the bottom.
We're actually looking pretty good right now. Or do you mean to,
Just so we can see each other.
right, in the tether cam?
Yeah, in case
Okay.
there's currents at the bottom that
Okay.
swing me around.
So if you slow down your verts a little bit.
Yeah. Slowing down. My verts are about half and I'm pushing out forward.
Okay. I'm still coming down at 20. Showing 80 meters altitude. $15 meters vertical sep.
Oh, there I am in your tether cam.
Okay. Should we get about 10 meters? There we go.
Yeah, and then I'll
Sorry about
speed
that.
back up.
Okay, well. I'm doing 19 right now, 18.
All right.
70 meters altitude.
Going
10
back
meters
to
vertical
95% down. Going
10
back
meters
to
vertical
95% down. So we expect to come down on the top of a
Passing through 1900
top
meters.
of the second highest wall.
There's our second
Little
smoke
Hercs
plume.
below me. 10 meters, 11 meters.
Little Herc at 40-meter altitude, coming into another smoke plume.
Sirius is passing through 50 meters altitude, 50.
You got altitude on.
Little Herc's altitude is 27 meters.
We've got good configuration. Carl, you're a little 15 below me right now.
Okay, I'll slow down a little so we can see each other.
Okay. 40 meters altitude on the sled.
Little Herc, 22 meters altitude. See, if we trust our altimeters, then our depth gauges are about 6 off at this depth.
Jeff, I'd recommend that you make a turn clockwise to pick up Little Herc rather than Little Herc move to you, because that'll take your turn
Right.
out of the 6A.
Okay,
That's a good
roger that.
idea.
Slowing down my
Okay.
descent rate slightly. I'm at 30 meters altitude indicated.
Okay, I will slow down also. So that's the opposite of our original plan, but it's a good idea.
That's
So I'll stay where I am and you can spin to me.
yes.
I might have to back up a little.
Right.
Well, we're now
Otherwise you'll
approaching the
just whip
bottom,
me around.
and we're looking. We've already gone through 2 plume
Little Herc,
layers,
10 meters
and
altitude.
we're hoping to see fresh lava flows here and hydrothermal activity. We're south of where we have been before. We're going to move toward the
Sirius
northeast,
25.
toward our original plume target. We still see that plume it seems to be very active in that region and intense, and so we are about 7 meters off the bottom, and we should
Little Herc,
see
5 meters altitude.
perhaps fresh
And I have
seafloor
the
lava
bottom.
here, and some indications of hydrothermal activity, which we'll follow along and seeing see if we find some vents. We're just now coming down to the bottom, and see if it looks
20
a little
meters
older here.
altitude.
We drop further to the south on this dive to try to start actually out of the really neovolcanic area and go into it. We thought we might see some fresh stuff out here, but more likely it's older, and we're going to transition into that fresh stuff, that fresh lava, because we don't want to miss that fresh lava.
Okay.
So I'm looking at the seafloor now,
I have
and it's
backed up a
pillow
little
lavas,
bit,
lots of sediment
so I'm not really feeling any tether drag.
coating the tops of the pillow lavas, not just in pockets, but it's pelagic sediment.
Jeff,
on
if
the
you would like
tops
to go
of this,
into
so we know
auto
this
head
is an
and,
older region.
15
So
meters
that helps us put the
altitude.
boundary
Winch is
on the new
stopped.
lava flow that we've already observed, and so we will now traverse to the.
I like
No
that.
loss of bottom detail with that, and the noise is down. There's just no light out there. That's the problem.
So watch leader, what am I looking out here for?
Copy that.
I think he's
Oh,
still not
right,
on the
right.
he's still not on the head.
That's right.
Not
we
that I'm
toggled
aware
off
of.
OKEX.
Yeah.
Bob,
So
Bob, is there any
we're
way you
doing
can
whatever we
actually
want.
unkey those? Yeah.
I want to back up. A lot of tether pull there.
Little crack.
Oh yeah?
I think it's Still like due east, huh? Everything's east-west.
Yeah, from the 50-meter pixel lines on the multi-beam to
Can you tell us the heading on that fissure?
little 4-inch wide cracks.
Nav, can you please give us a heading on that fissure?
Due east.
Heading on that fissure is due east. Thank you, Nav.
Your sonar is showing just rocky fields in front of you.
Okay.
Maybe slightly larger rocks than what you've seen so far. Getting some stronger individual returns, but nothing significant yet. Sirius has something far off to the right. Maybe something starting to show up ahead of us, but not really.
Yeah, Scott, I think you were right in drawing your Toyo line a little to the north of the previous line, because most of the activity seems to be a little bit pushed even just 100 meters more to the north of what we're seeing here. Larger pillows here, looks like.
Yeah, okay. This is Seattle. I agree that most of the activity seems to be the north of here. One good thing that's come out of all this, even though we haven't found a hydrothermal vent, is that we've managed to get a pretty good map of this more recent lava flow.
Yeah, I should. I meant to talk about that yesterday. That this exploration is telling us a lot as it is. Even if we don't see vents per se, we are learning a lot about the axis here and the dynamics of it. So I think that each day we're certainly learning a lot more, and whether we're discovering vents or not. So even though these pillows seem to be really old, I'm not seeing a lot of sessile. We're certainly learning a lot more, and whether we're discovering vents or not. So even though these pillows seem to be really old, I'm not seeing a lot of sessile fauna, and I'm not sure why that is. We've seen that more to the north, and I'm not sure whether that's because a depth sort of a thing. I mean, it's 15, 20 meters difference. I don't know why that would make a real difference, or if it's currents. If the currents are somehow different as we go further up to the north and upslope here, I don't know. But it's interesting. But regardless, yes, we are learning as we explore. No doubt about it. I'm
Going over a fissure here.
Yeah, there's a little fissure.
There's a fissure here.
I'm going to turn the sled and
Okay.
watch you, so you're no longer
right. I'll get back centered after we investigate this fissure.
right. Roger that.
Okay, this is Seattle. Could you make sure you just type in the heading or trend of that fissure when you establish it?
Absolutely. Our current heading is almost due north, so it's sort of a north-south little fissure as it leads into this bigger thing here. So I was going to write out that I predict we're going to come into something in 15 meters, but I think it's more like 5 meters. There's a brachyurine crab here, and we're on the ledge. of something that's probably a graben wall here.
Okay, I'll turn east. I think this might be the large wall that we saw on sonar yesterday.
Yep, that would make sense. Well done.
That we never approached. We just went back down the lower wall.
Now, can we put a target in for this this wall?
Yeah, you got it.
Thank you. So I think we should drop down into this thing as we can and take a look at what's down here.
So remember, Carl, I'm pointed north right now.
I'll head east.
Yeah, because the
Nav,
ship's
just so you
moving
know, if we
northeast.
find fresh material down here, we will likely transit to the east from here.
Very good, very good. Thank you. You copy that, pilot?
No.
So watch leader, if you well, I'll convey it, but yeah. So Carl, if they find fresh lava at the base of this wall, they may want to stop and head east.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, so what I'll do is I'll hold down all three of my buttons when I go up and talk to Nav, so everybody's on the same
Okay.
looking up, so, but they are listening. So is this a little step? Did we just come down a little bit?
No, I'm kind of following the
still on the
edge.
edge.
I'm
Okay.
heading east, yeah. I'm going to wait for the sled
Roger.
to get more over me before I descend.
Roger that, a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Jeff, do you think you could bring your heading back around to 1050?
Yep.
I do appreciate these running due east-west.
It's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice.
As long as the ship's moving north, we're all happy.
Now, Carl, do you think you could peek over the edge of that a little bit, and just so we can get a sense if we're going to be stopping the ship?
You mean get my altimeter going?
Yeah, just to get your altimeter over it and see what we're going to be up against.
Four.
ROB nav bridge.
Go ahead, Bridge.
Yeah, we're 35 meters out from the point.
Okay, copy that.
Right.
No, I'm just getting
Thank you,
5
Bridge.
meters.
Look at that, though. You got up to 10 there.
Okay, hold on a sec. Yeah. Yeah, so it's, I don't know, 4 or 5 meter drop.
Okay, science. So the camera sled's getting ready to kind of drag over this. So do you have a sense for if we want to continue on to the northeast, or if we want to stop and traverse more east-west, or?
Yeah, I think if we could get just an eyeball down on the bottom of that,
Then we'll be able to tell.
we'll tell if it's fresh or not.
Okay.
If it is, I think we want to travel along that. Yes.
Understood.
Okay, science. I'm just going to get set up, make sure I'm
Video, can we send
well
the
in
Sirius feed back for just a minute?
Jeff, is your camera full wide?
Brian, am I full wide? Are you monitoring me? Okay, great. Yeah, am I full wide? Okay. Yep.
So, wow, you're pretty close to me then.
Yeah, I'm. Well, the ship's not stopping.
No.
So,
Okay.
I think we may go ahead and pause the ship. Not stop. Bridge, Arvina.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, Bridge, if we could
Thank you, Video. We
suspend
can
our
go back
ship
to
move
the,
and just hold station
bottom
here.
feed. Be great, thank you.
Roger.
Thank you, Bridge.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was just thinking if we do go east-west, we're going to want to put Sirius on the other side anyway. So we can swing over as long as we keep an eye on everything.
Scott, Bob, and others, we are currently still, as the latitude goes, south of the areas where we saw other fresh lava. That's still to the northwest of us right now, just to give you an idea.
So the ship is stopping, is that correct?
We've definitely
Yeah,
seen
that's right.
fresh
The ship is
lava
stopping,
flows.
so I think if co-pilot, if you just want to follow.
So this upper step is probably the one that we got kind of close to with the camera platform yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And this is the one that I first ascended in the morning? The one I'm looking over now?
I'm not sure about that.
Oh.
It was not in the same area, maybe a same sort of feature further to the west. But
Okay, so the ship is stopped. Are we going to swing?
Ship is stopped. No,
much more?
we're pretty much done swinging. I think we're in a really good position for.
Okay.
We're just kind of eye in the sky at this point. So
Yeah.
So I think Jeff's free to follow
Yep,
the
I'm following
vehicle,
you.
and
Okay.
so if you want to, yeah. Just
so nav, it's the same. So nav, it's the same deal here. It'd be great if we could drop in and get a check at the bottom of this to the left and make an assessment whether we want to go to the east or not.
okay. Yeah, we're in the Sirius. The sled's pretty much stationary at this point, and we're in a really good position to investigate this area and see if we want to go east or continue on our sort of northeast.
Right.
Okay. Believe I'm facing the wall. How's our tether looking?
Don't see a lot of murky water activity in Sirius
Okay.
video.
You wouldn't want to drive forward right now.
No. Yes, this is a big one. My altimeter's, at 9 meters, dropping down. Let me know if my sonar shows anything behind me.
I think there's a wall in front of you.
Oh yeah, it shows up on sonar. That's good.
Maybe we should swap the sonars.
I believe that's the bottom of the wall, the bottom of my camera there.
Yeah, pilot, can you swing to the left a little bit and see if we can see more of the bottom, perhaps? Or are you?
Well, I'm descending, so
All
once I'm at the bottom, I can swing left and traverse,
Roger.
if that's okay.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'll have my side to the cliff and
Roger that. Roger that.
won't be able to see it. I'd like to hit the bottom away from it, and then I can drive along it.
Good news is the tracking just went really bad.
So, Science, you'd like me to turn to left here and investigate the base?
Yeah, just want to turn here and see if we can see anything fresh down in the bottom. See more brachyurine crabs, lots of talus at the base of this scarp. Just pan around, that's great, yes. There are some of the rocks have a white staining on them. Will you move over? There's another fissure here at the base of this, just pan around, that's great, yes. There are some of the rocks have a white staining on them. Will you move over? There's another fissure here at the base of this graben-like area, and then it looks like it slopes away again, doesn't it? So we have a parallel running sort of fissures here. Exactly. Yeah, Pod, if you can keep crabbing this way, that's great. While you have some good tether underneath Sirius, that's great.
Sure.
Thank you. So our current heading is 084, so that is the east-west running fissure right in front of us. Looks like it slopes off pretty steeply to the northern side amongst these older pillows.
Oh, I see some smoke coming
There's
into the
just some
port side of
smoke.
my camera.
Yeah, absolutely some smoke coming into the port side of the camera.
Science, would you like me to try to track that?
Yes, I would, please. Just to
Okay.
Looks like might have a little upslope in that direction, Carl.
water column definitely got murkier here, and as we were sitting, the water came across our view from the north.
You're headed northwest right now.
Copy that.
Tim, this is diffuse venting in front.
Guess it's better if I stay
Yeah,
up
go
in
ahead.
the smoke. Where I can see it.
Yeah, I tried to see whether those dark
Tethers directly
patches
underneath
out
me,
in front of us
directly
are
over you.
actually contacts or not.
Good. So science, I'm just waving around looking for higher smoke concentrations. Looks pretty uniform here.
Yes, it does, although it seems to be some white staining downslope here a little bit, doesn't it?
Yes.
How much tether do you have? Can we go forward from right here?
Yeah, we're...
if you've got some room here, it'd be great to go further downslope, I guess, if you can.
Okay. I can go a little bit to the end of my tether. Let me get a closer look at this white staining.
I'm going to have a look underneath me. Maybe I
Okay.
can come down lower.
Our heading is now due west, depth of 1965.
Science, if you see that motion, it's the wave motion traveling through my tether to move the ROV.
So I'm 25 meters off the bottom. I can come down a bit, but that will put me level with the first wall. So I'll come down, give you some more tether. But
We just
Yeah, and once we kind of explore this, I think we can come up with our next plan.
okay, Dave, go ahead. Right. Yes. Yes. Excellent.
because there could be the other side of the crack.
Quite well. It's 30 meters wide, this
Yes.
slot that we're going down into here.
That's our view from the
You're
north.
headed northwest right now.
Copy that.
Tim, this is diffuse venting in front.
Guess it's better if I stay
Yeah,
up
go
in
ahead.
the smoke. Where I can see it.
Yeah, I tried to see whether those dark
Tethers directly underneath
patches
me,
out in front of
directly
us are
over you.
actually contacts or not.
Good. So science, I'm just waving around looking for higher smoke concentrations. Looks pretty uniform here.
Yes, it does, although it seems to be some white staining downslope here a little bit, doesn't it?
Yes.
How much tether do you have? Can we go forward from right here?
Yeah, we're...
if you've got some room here, it'd be great to go further downslope, I guess, if you can.
Okay. I can go a little bit to the end of my tether. Let me get a closer look at this white staining.
I'm going to have a look underneath me. Maybe I
Okay.
can come down lower.
Our heading is now due west, depth of 1965.
Science, if you see that motion, it's the wave motion traveling through my tether to move the ROV.
So I'm 25 meters off the bottom. I can come down a bit, but that will put me level with the first wall. So I'll come down, give you some more tether. But
We just
Yeah, and once we kind of explore this, I think we can come up with our next plan.
okay, Dave, go ahead. Right. Yes. Yes. Excellent.
because there could be the other side of the crack.
Quite well. It's 30 meters wide, this
Yes.
slot that we're going down into here.
Yep.
Yeah, and so Brian, any more than this, we're going to need to get a ship move to follow.
Right, right. No, I think I was just discussing with Carl. I think seems like we're in this situation where there's potentially interesting stuff in every direction, except for maybe south. So we ought to maybe confer with science and figure out what the next incremental plan is.
Right. Okay, I've come down 5 meters.
Okay.
So
I'm facing west. If you could find me in your camera. There we go.
Yep, we're both pointed west.
Okay.
Can we pan up, pilot, with the camera?
Certainly.
I'm trying to identify if there's another edge of a wall in front of us.
It's all the way up.
Roger that. Yeah, if you can bring that back down again. It looks like and if you could spin a little bit further to the left.
Spinning left.
Yeah.
This is pretty much looking at
This is
the rubble at the base of the wall that just came down. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same wall.
Yep. So okay, if you come back to your right, please.
Tim, that wall shows up real nicely on
Yeah.
sonar, on Little Herc sonar right here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think we want to follow this white material down the slope a bit, and
Okay.
Wait, down this slope is to the north.
yeah.
Quite well. It's 30 meters wide, this
Yes.
slot that we're going down into here.
Yep.
Yeah, and so Brian, any more than this, we're going to need to get a ship move to follow.
Right, right. No, I think I was just discussing with Carl. I think seems like we're in this situation where there's potentially interesting stuff in every direction, except for maybe south. So we ought to maybe confer with science and figure out what the next incremental plan is.
Right. Okay, I've come down 5 meters.
Okay.
So
I'm facing west. If you could find me in your camera. There we go.
Yep, we're both pointed west.
Okay.
Can we pan up, pilot, with the camera?
Certainly.
I'm trying to identify if there's another edge of a wall in front of us.
It's all the way up.
Roger that. Yeah, if you can bring that back down again. It looks like and if you could spin a little bit further to the left.
Spinning left.
Yeah.
This is pretty much looking at
This is
the rubble at the base of the
That's
wall
right,
that just
that's
came
right.
down. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same wall.
Yep. So
Yeah.
okay, if you come back to your right, please.
Tim, that wall shows up real nicely on
Yeah.
sonar, on Little Herc sonar right here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think we want to follow this white material down the slope a bit, and
Okay.
Wait, down this slope is to the north.
yeah, I realize that. If we can go north and east, that would be our best bet. I think we have to. I'm assuming this is as far out as we can go on our tether right now.
Yeah, I'm actually going to
Yeah.
have to back up a little because it's really waving me around.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna move. We're gonna go ahead and start moving the ship to the northeast and try to find the bottom of this. That'll take us away from this wall. So we're gonna leave the wall for now, and we're gonna go to the northeast.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
I think we want to make the move northwest, don't we?
And presumably within 30 meters, we'll find the other wall.
Okay, we've been on a northeast. We've been on a northeast trend, right? Where we found this.
So should we instead?
And we dropped into this
move along
this
the
east-west
bottom?
running feature, right? This wall.
Right.
And looked west, and then found this white material. So if you want to continue more to the northwest, more to the northeast, that's one direction to go, or northwest, more back toward where we saw more recent activity on our previous dives. So
I think
I'm
it would
fine
be good
with
to
it.
get Jeff above,
fine with
and
the
then
northwest
just
move.
travel due east or due west.
If you guys want to do that.
See, a short north move might be the thing to do
back and forth.
to get us more into the center of the Graben.
Right. Okay. I don't have any. Yeah, I have no problem with that. That's
okay.
Right now we're facing this west. The material is west northwest right now. So. Okay, navigator.
Yeah, go ahead, watch leader.
Yeah, I think we want to do more of a northerly move right now.
Okay.
Let's say it's, I would say about 100 meters would.
Right, but slowly. Yeah,
yes,
yeah. Okay, all right.
So
thank you.
Within a few minutes, we're going to hit the other wall, go up it, and then we'll be in new terrain.
Well, yeah, we haven't seen that wall on sonar yet. I mean, I think this is a gradient. But
well, they're starting. Okay, you're right. That's more of a gradient.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll dial that in.
Turn it north. Sir Carl, you're going to come to the right?
Yes.
Okay.
So I think we want to follow this white material down the slope a bit, and
wait, down this slope is to the north.
Yeah, I realize that. If we can go north and east, that would be our best bet. I think we have to. I'm assuming this is as far out as we can go on our tether right now.
Yeah, I'm actually going to have to back up a little because it's really waving me around.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna move. We're gonna go ahead and start moving the ship to the northeast and try to find the bottom of this. That'll take us away from this wall. So we're gonna leave the wall for now, and we're gonna go to the northeast.
Right. Okay.
I think we want to make the move northwest, don't we?
And presumably within 30 meters, we'll find the other wall.
Okay, we've been on a northeast. We've been on a northeast trend, right? Where we found this.
So should we instead?
And we dropped into this this east-west running feature, right? This wall.
Right.
And looked west, and then found this white material. So if you want to continue more to the northwest, more to the northeast, that's one direction to go, or northwest, more back toward where we saw more recent activity on our previous dives. So
I think it would be good to get Jeff above,
fine with
and
the
then
northwest
just
move.
travel due east or due west.
If you guys want to do that.
See, a short north move might be the thing to do
back and forth.
to get us more into the center of the Graben.
Right. Okay. I don't have any. Yeah, I have no problem with that. That's
okay.
Right now we're facing this west. The material is west northwest right now. So. Okay, navigator.
Yeah, go ahead, watch leader.
Yeah, I think we want to do more of a northerly move right now.
Okay.
Let's say it's, I would say about 100 meters would.
Right, but slowly. Yeah,
yes.
yeah. Okay, all right.
So
thank you.
Within a few minutes, we're going to hit the other wall, go up it, and then we'll be in new terrain.
Well, yeah, we haven't seen that wall on sonar yet. I mean, I think this is a gradient. But
well, they're starting. Okay, you're right. That's more of a gradient.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll dial that in.
Turn it north. Sir Carl, you're going to come to the right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, ECC, there was definitely smoke that came from the north that was pretty impressive. And
So
now
we may,
so
co-pilot,
from the north.
We'll try to move, not exactly, we'll move the ship so that we move Sirius over a little bit to the west.
Toward
over
a
Hercules,
northern
position
above
waypoint
2,
in the meantime,
which is consistent with the activity we've seen on the last
we'll
two
need to
dives.
just be careful about it, because right now we're basically east-west, so we'll need to move Hercules back a little bit.
Yeah, I'm backing up and trying to get north. There's a lot of tether movement.
Bridge, ROV nav.
RV nav bridge, go ahead.
SEO, we'd like to request a ship move of 50 meters at 315 degrees, 0.1 knots.
315 degrees true, 50 meters, 0.1 knots.
Copy that. Thank you, Rich.
Roger.
So, Carl, you're going to go north. I'm going to come northwest and meet you.
Okay. I'm going to have to start moving along with the ship here to the northwest.
Okay. All right. Can we stop the ship then, please?
You're still a ways out front, Carl. You're okay.
If we're leaving now.
Okay. Okay. I do have a couple minutes.
Well,
okay.
that wall's
yeah
right to the side of it.
Right. So we have a wall to our right. We have
Right.
a contact on the bottom here. I think there's a fresh flow down there. We're currently heading 290. Our depth is 1966. I think that white material must still be either just up to the left of our field of view and a little bit forward.
Okay, watch leader, we're going to go ahead and stop the ship.
Roger that.
Bridge, RV now.
Go ahead.
Yeah, CO, we'd like to stop this ship move and just hold station for a moment.
Roger, present position, stopping.
Thank you, Bridge.
Thank you, Nav.
No problem.
Okay, Tim, I'm currently facing south, which would be the wall we just came down.
That's right. And there's the fissure in the bottom of the graben right in front of us.
Yes.
So I'm thinking it's to our right.
Okay.
I don't know if Nav, if you agree or not. Maybe
Yeah,
not.
watch that. I'm not sure exactly what we're looking for. This white staining.
Yes, that we saw. We saw the vent fluids or whatever, the smoke coming across us from left to right. We turned left and looked down slope and saw that staining.
Yeah.
So now our heading is 244.
Right. I think.
So it's the other way.
I think actually we need to be going
It's the
back
other way.
back from where we came. So.
Yep.
Okay. I'll turn and follow this fissure east then.
Yeah, back towards Sirius.
Right.
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 Concur.
I'll turn the other way so I get my turnout.
Okay, EX, this is Newport. Are we following the fissure to the west on a general heading? The ship is going northwest and we're just following this.
Okay, there's the
to the
fissure.
west, or?
Okay, so status. The ship has been stopped, and we are relocating the fissure back in the bottom of the graben. And we are headed along this fissure until we come to that white material, that staining we found. Once we turned, when we saw the hydrothermal water, the smoke in the water, we turned and found this white material downslope from the fissure. And so we're trying to reacquire that white staining. So the ship is currently stopped, and we're on the fissure inside the graben.
There's a lot of larger particles here.
It's quite a crevasse.
It is.
ECCs, we put a ship move in to go to the north to try to see if we could locate the source of that venting. We're now headed back. We may be there may be more than one fissure actually in the bottom of this graben. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it was at the. As we head up here is where they were looking. Is that?
Yeah. So I don't see a change.
I remember there was a flat white place.
Yeah.
I don't see a change in the
Was it down
murkiness
there?
of the water.
I think it's up. So try to the right.
Our current heading is
towards the wall.
063.
Yeah.
Our depth is 1964, I think.
Some nice layers in that rock.
Mm-hmm.
Our
Make
fissure's
a good bookend, wouldn't it?
Fissure's
Yeah,
just
I'd like
off
to
to our
polish
left
that
a
up.
little bit. So I think that
Yeah,
fissure's
you're-
just off to our left a little bit,
Yeah,
around the edge of the.
Yeah. And
Okay. The fissure continued up. I've been following it
So I think it's just down slope from here.
Okay.
It looked. We're now almost heading due west. It's a brachyura and crab. We're sitting right in front of the fissure.
So now I'm facing north towards the other side of the graben.
It feels like you're further away from the wall than you had been.
Yeah, I think
it must be further east.
That's just what it feels like.
Sorry, I think it's maybe further east.
Yeah, I think if we want to I think if we want to retrace our steps to where we came down this wall, we need to reacquire that southern wall. 'Cause it was right after we came down this.
Well, we may want to consider moving either northeast or east. The question is whether we do it in, we disregard this particular graben or not, or stay with this graben wall.
I think this graben wall looks pretty promising. The south wall here, the big north-facing one, but I would plan a ship move east.
How far away is the wall now?
Right.
Maybe.
It should be
7.5.
Right at the top of
Roger
this.
that.
Okay.
And then I
think we're coming up
It's
over
about 5 meters.
I think we're coming up on another fissure here. So here's
see my tether
this will be
getting
a
stretched
fissure
out
in
there,
the fissure
but
wall.
here's the wall.
It's a good thing.
Coming up here. So
Okay, science. I have the wall directly in front of me, facing south.
Okay, great. So what we're going to want to do, I think, here is turn to the east.
Turn to the east.
I think what we're going to end up doing is putting a ship move to the east and following along this wall in this graben. So we'll zigzag back and forth with the vehicle in this graben, keeping an eye on the wall, and following along that to the east.
And just to clarify, science, you want to follow the southern wall on this, but zigzag as much as possible.
That's
Kinda
correct. Does that make sense to you guys?
Yeah.
Does that make- okay.
Keep the southern wall, keep within 10 meters of it. Or
Right. We may be able to come into more of these fissures that may have activity in them, like we saw here.
yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Instead of leaving the graben.
Right.
I like that.
All right.
Okay. So what's our sled altitude now, co-pilot?
The sled altitude is about 20 meters.
Did
as
we
long
rate?
as we stay in this graben, we're okay with that.
So
we should probably lift up out of it if we're going to move the ship.
Lift up out of
to the safe level.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll have less tether, but
that's all right.
I'll have to pull up about 5 to get back to where I was. But I only came down 5, so
Yeah,
theoretically I'm still safe with that outer wall.
Oh, because you were started at 15.
I started at 15,
Yeah.
so
I think we're
Okay.
yeah, I think we're pretty much out of it as long as we keep some contact with this wall, this southern wall.
Yeah.
And you're right now. Can you face into it and just get an idea of how far? And co-pilot, would you mind just come around and center him up in your view?
Nav, can you zoom out on the high pack, please?
Yeah, science. Can you stand by 1 sec on that so we can?
Okay.
Yeah, Bridge. We'd like to request another ship move.
I'd put the fissure over the base of the wall
100
personally.
meters at 090 degrees, 0.1 knots.
0.1 knots. 100 meters, 090 degrees, 0.1
Okay,
knots.
science. We'll find you some activity.
Copy that, Bridge. Thank you.
Right.
Roger that. Thanks a lot.
Here's some blacker lava.
Here's something to think
ray.
about.
There's a fish. Is that
Mark-
another vent fish?
Mark that in high pack.
No, that's not a vent fish.
Is that an anti-vent fish?
At the moment, I think it is.
It's uneventful.
Brilliant. What's something to think about? Surveying one?
Let's keep track of the
What was that moaning
edge of
sound?
any smoke that we go through. My thinking.
Yeah, those were the pilots
The thinking
moaning
is
that was an
the,
anti-vent fish.
that if the plume does not displace vertically a great amount, if we see a constant depth of the bottom edge,
So
that
we got a
might
little
indicate a contour
pillow
on
type
which
ridge
it's
here. Our
being
heading is
emitted
currently
from.
137.
I see. If it travels horizontally.
I don't know if it's, you know, you would think if it's warmer it would rise, but it's not likely to sink. So the bottom edge might indicate a maximum depth for the source.
So
I see. Not likely to sink. Yeah.
pilot, just noticing that it looks like that wall is much more diffuse on your sonar now.
Yeah, Jeff, could you zoom back out to
Yep.
7 meter or whatever it was before?
It's 30-meter total range.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, Science, we actually, as we progress, the wall is becoming less defined on sonar, and it's possible we're coming up out of it.
It's right here.
Yeah, it's not as.
But then we're seeing another one, too.
Yeah, it's not as defined as it was.
This is the first one.
Yeah, the two steps are
Yeah,
quite
but,
apparent.
Right, so
but I don't think Little Herc, the wall we came down was 15 meters. I don't think Little Herc would see over that now if it were still 15 meters.
I think what you may find is these walls will shallow and they'll become higher as we go along. So you stay along this trend.
I see.
You should pick it up again. That's the idea.
Okay.
Yeah. There may be little steps here or whatnot, but we want to.
Yeah, follow.
By zigzagging, we sort of follow along where that might be. So.
I zigged too far right and ran out of tether, so I'm waiting
Okay.
for camera sled to catch up.
Ship is moving. Right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, ship is moving.
Great.
Got about, looks like about 12 meters. I don't know if you can make it that far, but.
Okay, I'm seeing the terrain rise.
Ooh, there's a big
There's
crack.
a big fissure below me now.
Big fissure.
Our heading is
Big guy.
013 right now.
Wow.
So looking at this fissure.
Oh boy.
Going down.
So we can.
No, don't go in there.
I didn't actually do it.
So it's just kind of a fissure that we.
That was good, Carl. I
So
could see the adrenaline coursing through Brian's veins.
So it's this kind of fissure we want to keep in our
Yeah.
peripheral view to make sure we don't have.
It's pretty
any vent
dramatic. It's about 7 meters from the northern wall, I think.
Yep.
But no smoke coming
Yeah,
out
and
of
I
it.
think we picked that fissure up a bit to the west as well, same one.
If I have enough tether, I'll see if I can get to the
We
actual
drop a
wall
target
over
here,
here.
Nav, for that fissure. Just as it.
Yeah.
Sort of lost the.
Yeah,
You've lost
maybe-
any definition. You might have been seeing that fissure.
I think you were
was-
seeing
Yeah,
the side
yeah,
of the
you were
fissure.
seeing
So
that fissure.
That fissure kind of defined the northern boundary.
Well, of what the sonar was seeing, yeah.
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 Okay.
Yeah, we're getting a real nice echo off of that edge.
So I'll head back southeast, cross the.
You just take a strike on that, see what way it's pointing as you go by, Carl.
Take a what?
Just look, see
Oh,
which
yeah.
way that's headed.
It's probably east, right?
Oh, everything else
Yeah,
down
our
here
heading
is
is
X, Y. So
Yeah.
I think it's 109 right now.
There we go. Due east.
109.
it's amazing.
Yeah. Okay, continuing southeast. I'll zigzag across to the southern wall.
About 20 meters.
Got a pillar dead ahead.
Yes, I do.
20 meters.
Got a pillar dead ahead.
Yes, I do. So this is some sort of feature in the center of the grubbin.
Well, there's a crab.
Yeah. Feeling some tether.
Getting out in front of me again.
Yeah. So instead of going southeast, I'll head more south.
So we have increasing numbers of Galathea crabs here, even though it's, it seems to be old.
Is that the
pillow lavas?
Science? Is that the white staining we were talking about? Is that the kind of same stuff? I'm just trying to calibrate myself.
Yeah, pan left a little bit and take a look at that big blocky thing. It doesn't look like pillow lava to me.
This white staining?
Yeah,
it's a question. Yeah,
yeah, that's the kind of white staining that we're talking about. But it was more
Video.
extensive before. Can we? Yeah, we want to get a shot at this big feature here. It doesn't quite look like normal lavas to some of us.
Video. Could we get a zoom on?
Copy that.
Center here. Actually, let me go up and tilt down a little so I get rid of the reflection.
It looks blocky to me. I don't think it looks sulfidic.
Okay.
Many more crabs right here, though, and some white staining. We're going to get a zoom in on the white staining.
What's up to the upper left?
On this feature?
After you're done with the zoom.
Or away
There's
from this
something
feature.
in the upper left that's kind of shadowy when you're zoomed all the way out.
Yeah, Todd, can we also look upper left here to keep turning to the left?
Upper left?
Upper left, yeah.
Oh, on that.
No, to the just keep going, panning to the left, away from this feature, up in the back. Okay, yeah, we're thinking there may be some. See that little nubbin on the far left?
Yeah.
You can't quite see it here, but just over one, very far left of the screen right now, in the background.
You want me to drive over there?
Yeah, please.
All right, I'll see how my tether is.
Yeah, Science. That's the way we're headed. We just have to wait for the ship to catch up.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I'm straining at the leash too.
I'm working at it. I'm working at it. I'm pedaling as fast as I can.
Yeah, it seems like there may be some activity coming up. We're waiting for a ship's move here, but these are some good signs here. Some of that looks like some hydrothermal staining directly in front of us. Definitely blocks of talus have come down from here too, though. Not seeing anything in the Sirius
Carl, there seems
video.
to be a string of features in front
We're
of you.
currently heading 125.
And you can make it farther south if you want to, Carl, just to investigate the other side of that.
Okay, I was going to keep.
But these features seem to run right along the center of the graben here.
Yep. I just didn't want to come down on the other side of the large mound.
You guys think we're?
Yep. I just didn't want to come down on the other side of the large mound.
You guys think we're seeing more smoke here?
Yeah, seeing some smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Increasing smoke here as we turn to
panned over to get
more
more
intense.
intense.
More. I think on the other side of this little feature we're looking at, there may be something there.
It's a bit enhanced by your lights, but
it
seems a higher concentration.
Let's see. There's that in the upper right of my screen is that nubbin we were talking about. It's quite smoky here.
Yeah, I think if we go over this little feature right here, this little ridge, we're going to see some things. I'm seeing now iron oxide stainings on the rocks too. If you look, there's kind of orange color, brown.
Oh yeah, I see that. Yeah.
That's also associated with venting, right? Like we were seeing that on the lava flows the last 2 days. So,
Brian, do you think we ought to ask the ship to stop, drift in?
I'm still kind of waiting.
At point 1, I think we got some time.
Okay.
The only thing I would say is that if we wanted to preview this, Carl could head to the south and get a little more room to see that side. But we can stop on top of it and look north-south when we get there.
I can go investigate.
You can go that direction.
Right in front
yeah,
of us.
this is
That's
now.
where you, and that's the nub.
Yeah, we're headed that way. As soon as we get some leash here, we'll go look straight ahead.
Fresh smoke coming in from the left side of the screen.
Yeah, I think it's forward and to our. Actually, I think it's forward and to our left eventually. But well, let's look at this right here, and then we'll.
Yeah, this is the original.
Yep.
Nubbin.
Yep.
Yeah, that big feature's off to the right.
Yeah, the big feature's just right of my camera.
Okay, so.
Okay, so that's
looks
that.
like blocky talus basalt to me. Nothing hydrothermal per se, but we're getting closer to something.
And you still have 12 to 15 meters to the edge of the southern wall. So there's
So
quite
do
a bit
I
of
want to
ground.
head back towards the smoke or head for the southern wall?
Yeah,
I think
can
that
you just
smoke's coming out of the hole, though.
can you pan to the left a little bit more? Let's see if we just
Definitely.
see something over there.
Panning towards the north. Definitely a lot of smoke
Right,
there.
so now we're looking more to the north, northeast right now, everybody. And that's a fissure over there, right? I can just see
I
the other
believe
side.
so,
Should be.
That's the really big one.
Yeah,
That's
it's
the big
one.
fissure. Yeah, right.
Panning towards the north. Definitely a lot of smoke
Right,
there.
so now we're looking more to the north, northeast right now, everybody. And that's a fissure over there, right? I can just see
I
the other
believe
side.
so,
Should be.
That's the really big one.
Yeah,
That's
it's
the big
one.
fissure. Yeah, right. So it may be coming out of the bottom of that fissure, but that's okay. I think that. Can you pan up right here? Let's just see what's above this
I
fissure.
think my camera's almost all the way up.
Is
yeah.
it? Okay.
When we went up a little ways back, it leveled out at the top of the fissure.
Okay. All right. Let's go back and get on the strike we were on. Like
Okay.
maybe we're just.
Definitely.
There's no wall in front of us right now other than this fissure, right?
Yeah.
No, it's upslope after the fissure.
Yeah, you could call the fissure the northern wall.
Right. But the crabs and whatnot seem to be back over here to the right.
Yeah, the crabs and the
Yeah.
crabs and targets were basically in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we did still have quite a ways to go to hit to the southern wall.
All right.
So I'm heading south
Yeah.
across the fissure now. I'm passing.
That's right.
That feature is on my right now.
Yeah. Let's keep an eye on that area to the right that we thought might be active. There's some white stuff coming up too, I see, but let's make sure we keep an eyeball to the right a little bit too.
Okay.
Yeah, here's the feature on sonar over to the right.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
It's close, but it's to your right.
Yeah, you need to turn all the way to the south, I think.
Yeah, there's the
Yeah, there we
nubbin.
are. Yep.
Those rocks look pretty altered to me, Tim. I think that there was some flow
Might
through
be
this area
valuable
at
at
some point.
to set
So
down and try to
probably
get
on
an
the right
idea on
track.
current,
Yeah,
if any.
I agree. I'm thinking we should keep heading on this track right now until we come out of this kind of thing. But I think right now it's certainly some standing there. You saw some white material, maybe some recent activity.
So Dave, I have no controls on now, and all the particles are sitting still. Well, I guess they're drifting.
I mean, there
generally.
could certainly be activity just to
And
the
you're kind of
northwest, right?
drifting. It looks like you're
Yeah,
drifting
I'm
to the
drifting
west.
too. Yeah.
Right now we're kind of facing
You need to wait till
169, 170
tether
actually.
float comes a little bit more vertical. You're just being pulled back
as we
by
turn
the tether
to look
right
at that.
now.
Okay.
That wall.
Yeah, I'm not being pulled west. I'm being pulled north.
If you're going backwards, it's north.
Yeah.
So we're just looking at the currents here. Don't see much in the way of movement, but that we certainly have an increasing crabs in this direction and alteration. So I'm inclined to keep going in this direction.
Do you have enough leash to wander all the way over to the wall?
Yeah, I was just checking the currents per Dave's suggestion. Particles still seem to be moving east to west in front of me.
Even up at Sirius, the particles seem to go right to left, which right now would suggest a northern current, because Sirius is moving to the east.
And then in the graben you'll get a fissure.
Well, I'll go check out the southern wall.
This is much bigger.
Did you want to go back to that nubbin area, or no?
I think the nubbin area. I think the nubbin area shows that we're in an area that's been recently active, and so we want to
continue searching. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So we don't want to go back there.
I checked out 3 sides of the nubbin.
Right. Okay.
Okay, how far from the southern wall am I now?
You're about 10 meters right
10
now.
meters,
Yep.
okay. Okay, how far from the southern wall am I now?
You're about 10 meters right
10
now.
meters,
Yep.
okay. So I'm crossing to the southern wall now.
So our heading right now is 166.
There was a small fissure back when we descended the southern wall at the base of it.
Still seeing brachyura and crabs.
This looks like a southern wall to me.
Yep. It's about 3 meters away right now.
Okay.
Okay. Turning back east. Okay, now I'm heading east along the base of the southern wall.
Okay.
Boy, look at that fissure on the sonar.
Yeah, it's really dramatic.
So right now, everybody, we are traversing to the east with the southern wall to our right, and we have a pretty large fissure.
One heck of a drunken
been
sailor
out there to the to our north.
A lot of training in Annapolis.
Yeah,
just off to the left.
A lot of opportunities.
Hours of training.
These long nights are finally paying off.
Okay, I'll turn now and cross to the fissure that defines the northern edge of this feature. Some large particles and smoke in the water now.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we shouldn't go past the fissure to the north more and just see what's on the other side. I don't know. There's another wall there. Maybe these vents are at the base of that wall, and then every once in a while we get a hit from the north, you know, water coming across.
Yeah,
It's just a thought.
The wind is out of the north here.
I can set down on this.
No, the wind's out of the south.
No, actually, I don't know how big that is.
Our heading right now is 024.
Yeah, the wind does.
That's right. It's blowing out of the south.
Huh.
Okay, I've just crossed the fissure.
Just looks like it's gradual upslope from here.
We're not getting any, you know, dramatic return.
Yeah, okay.
You could, well.
Yeah. What do you think? It just goes up slope, I think, like this, right?
Yeah,
that's the
for
feeling,
at least
yeah.
100 meters
Okay.
or 50 meters.
All right. This is a no-fly zone. We want to come back to the wall, I guess.
Yeah.
It just feels like that smoky stuff's coming from maybe it's coming from the fissure in pockets and places, I don't know, but, or from a long way away, I don't know.
Well, Tim, we think the current's coming out of the south, setting to the north.
Right. So I'm trying to keep an eye too on what might be up on top of the wall, the southern wall. You know what I mean? We gotta make sure that. So it really helps. I don't know if can Sirius come down. Is that you know?
Yeah.
To give some light so we could see more area of the seafloor around Herc.
Dave, what do you think about that?
In this terrain, it's very risky. To get Sirius close enough to light up Herc.
About that?
In this terrain, it's very risky. To get Sirius close enough to light up Herc, it's going to be a small pool of light. I don't think it buys us much, and it kind of puts us down in the danger zone a little bit. We could come down a little bit to get a little more tether to work with, but
If I came down to 15 meters altitude, then theoretically I would be level with the outermost wall, which
Okay.
we're staying away from.
All right.
But I would be level with that.
Okay. Yeah, I would say you could descend that much, but no more.
Okay.
And remember that will need to ascend.
Yes.
Later.
Yep.
Yeah, if you're level, we don't want an inch of overlap.
That's correct. Okay, I'm coming down 5.
Okay, I just passed over the large fissure on the north of the feature.
Right. And now you're going to turn east, right? Keep.
Yeah, well, I'll
zigzagging.
turn south to zigzag across.
Yeah, yeah.
This is actually...
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa.
So Jeff, I think you might be right over the nubbin there. I think that's what we're seeing in your lights.
Yep. Straight ahead of me. To the right of Little Herc.
Below and
Center.
Center screen, yeah, bottom center. I think that is the nubbin or something like it. Yeah, you're right over the fissure too.
Yep.
Heading is almost due south. We're reacquiring the wall.
Okay, I'm heading due south.
Yep.
Seeing some smoke in the water.
Some smoke in the water. Man, more particulates in the water. Trying to use Sirius to light up a little bit more. That's a great view from Sirius. Just
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
You know what? We can see that fissure, and it gives us a little more view of the seafloor around Herc. That's great.
Rock,
okay.
So here we have a contact right here.
Oh,
Yeah, this is a lava contact, guys. See?
It's darker.
See the older lava in the front and the black lava, right?
Wow.
This is what we're looking for. So right here we want to put a target down that says this is a contact. So that's new
Copy
and
that.
old, and so that's good news. We want to follow along this new flow and keeping the wall. I'm assuming the wall's still there, right?
Yeah, the wall's straight
Yeah,
ahead.
Yeah,
definitely.
straight ahead.
Yeah.
So Tim, is that? Would you date that in months, in years, in tens of years?
It could be years.
Okay. Thanks.
You know, it could be months. It's hard
Wow.
to. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. You don't see a lot of orange staining we were talking about. Sometimes
Yes.
you see that in more recent flows, and that goes away over time, but sometimes not.
Thank you.
Yeah. So straight ahead from us right now, we're due south, and we're seeing brachyuran crabs here, new flows. You wonder where that smoke's coming from. I don't see it in the Sirius video that it would be coming off the top of that wall, but I think you can see just the base of that wall right now, right, in the upper image of Herc.
Yeah, Herc's about 5 meters from the wall.
Right. Okay.
Okay, EX, this is Newport. What is our
You
heading
can see
now?
the particles are moving.
Yeah, our heading right now is
Right
almost
to
due
left.
south, 174. So we're looking at this wall. We see the contact. We see the contact here against the southern wall, and 174. So we're looking at this wall. We see the contact. We see the contact here against the southern wall, and we're going to turn to the east and follow along this wall. There's more crabs off in the distance to the east, and we've seen a little bit more of murky water here. We've put Sirius.
Good plan.
Yeah, we put Sirius in a view where we can actually see a little bit of the seafloor around Herc, which is helpful for finding things if they're up on top of the wall.
So the particles are coming from the west.
That is true.
Interesting.
Please don't tell me that. You don't think that's
Jeff, pan
from
right
the props or anything?
just enough to put your lights down into the fissure.
Sorry, say again, Science?
No, I was just saying, is that movement of particles from your props or not?
No, if I turn everything off, well, let me face south.
Yeah.
You can see everything's generally moving. Well, I'm moving too. Generally right to left.
So here's what I'm seeing, guys. I'm seeing a lot of crabs here. I'm seeing a vent fish even. I think we need to I think we're getting in the vicinity here. We need to turn to the east and to keep doing our zigzags.
Yeah.
Okay.
Watching that wall and certainly looking at that Sirius view. They
Yep.
help us get the, because you'll see smoke in that thing if there's a smoker
Okay.
up there. Great guys.
Jeff, how far from the wall am I now?
You're about 4 meters from the wall. It's on your right shoulder.
Okay. I'll just go get
Bridge,
a
are we
visual
now?
and then zigzag back.
Go ahead.
There's the wall right there.
Yeah, Matt, we're going to want to continue on this course, so we can just put in another move, 100 meters, 090 degrees, 0.1 knots.
Okay.
Thank you, Bridge.
Okay, heading north, back across.
And you can see you're about to come up on the fissure again.
Oh, it got a lot smaller, didn't it?
No, I don't know. It looks pretty. Just
So-
that farther wall isn't as
Yeah,
disjoint.
I guess there's not the relief.
So I think, yeah, this is great. I think we can keep ourselves between the fish.
This fresh lava that filled in the fissure.
Yeah, this whole area has a contact, so it must have spilled out of the fissure and come onto these pillows to the right, right, and down against the southern wall, right. But something on this wall here looks like it's active.
Co-pilot, you come from me with this video. You come with me getting a quick zoom on her on the main HT.
Yes. Yes. Let me center it up for you.
Copy that. Thanks.
Come on. Come on. This is...
You want me to race at the end?
Huh?
You want me to race at the end?
You have 10 minutes
So
now.
definitely you're seeing diffuse flow here, coming out of the cracks between pillows. Lots of white staining. We want to can we stop here for a moment and get a zoom in on this white material?
Yes.
Make sure we get it.
Video. I'm stopped here. You're free to
Copy
zoom.
that.
Well, we've come across
Wow.
a hydrothermally active area that there's diffuse flow coming up around the margins of these pillow lavas that we're seeing. Brachyurine crabs, these white crabs are here.
There's your.
We can see the shimmering water now of the diffuse flow. There's
Look at that.
polychaete worms here swimming in the water column. There's microbial mats. This white material is coating these lobate pillow lavas, and this is hydrothermal vents on the Galapagos Rift. So I don't see any other
Okay, video. If you want to
no
guide
snails.
me, what you like to see.
What's the temperature?
I think
Brian?
we're just kind of getting a
So
little survey here.
The
pilot,
temperatures of these
so
kinds of fluids that are
you can
clear
just
can
kinda
be
pan, work it
12
over to the
degrees,
left.
15
I'll
degrees
sort of keep it
Celsius.
at this zoom.
Working it
Something like that,
left.
but there
You
are
see a
many
crab there,
crabs
maybe I'll
here,
try to get a bit of
being
a-
so they're taking advantage of
And,
the
yeah,
microbes
he's
that are here,
right through the vent
eating
water.
Is it the
bacteria
sauna?
off the
shot,
rocks.
Okay, after this shot, if we could
Nice diffuse flow,
Copy that.
go
diffuse flow
full
vent
wide, I'll
field.
just make
Just
sure I'm
a
not
few meters
getting
Copy
too
that.
close
There
to
we go.
anything.
to the west of here. There's
Oh, you look good.
a fissure
You look
that
good,
is
Carl.
filled in with fresh lava. New lava has come in and actually filled up the fissure,
Yeah,
and
I was
spilled out
getting a bit
over
close to that
onto
bottom
these
there.
pillow lavas that we're seeing. And just
There's a
after
sort
you
of a
see
more
that's been filled in,
vigorous
just
form
beyond
up
that
to your,
are these vents
to your left
Are you
there.
full wide,
that are
Carl?
active.
Am I full
Yeah,
wide
this is
video?
full- yeah,
So,
you're full wide here.
There
I'm
may be
sorry,
more
I
vents
don't
just
know.
over the hill here. We're on the front of a hill.
Things are looking a little odd.
Looking at
it
this
sort of
this
sticks.
white material coating the lava.
Okay.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, wow.
That's a nice shot.
This
Yeah.
is great. All right, so
Wow.
Okay, video. If you want to do a zoom,
Copy that.
let's try just doing, 30-second zooms and then reorienting.
Okay, copy that.
I keep moving past you here, but looks like I'm going to go right over this thing too.
yeah, have you put a target down here?
It's even
Yes,
possible.
With the-
diffuse
right.
flow white staining.
Yes, thank you. Okay,
Oh.
so I don't see any
Okay, can I
colonizing
get a
animals here,
full
no
wide
sessile
video?
fauna
Or
here.
actually,
Hold on one
Again,
second.
maybe due to the chemistry
yeah.
of the fluids, but doing a quick survey.
Sorry.
Oh, wow.
You came into a nice shot, so I thought we should continue video.
Jim, if there's anything you want to see
Copy
here,
that.
let me know, but some of the flow looks to be pretty vigorous. I don't see any gastropods.
Look at the video
I
from
don't
Sirius
see,
at the same time
Yeah.
of Little Herc doing this.
Yeah.
Any sessile
Okay,
Watch
video.
leaders, are
Can
we
we
now?
get full wide?
Go ahead, Nav.
Coming full wide.
Yeah, do you want to stop here for a bit?
I think that I'm not hearing anything from the ECC,
Is
so I
that
think I
full wide
want to
video?
push up a little bit upslope here and keep going.
You're full
Okay.
I
wide.
think there's more
Okay.
venting here.
Yeah,
Okay.
hey,
Jim, this is Jim.
Yep.
I'd like to stay here at least a little bit. Maybe
Keep moving. Yep.
look
So
up
if we can go full wide on all the
and pan
cameras,
around and just get an idea of
sorry,
how
yeah, copy
extensive
that.
this venting is.
That was beautiful.
Roger
Beautiful
that.
Yeah.
encounter.
We'll do.
You're full wide on
Pilot,
sled.
Yes.
can we, as we come up here, can we pan to the left and to the right to see how extensive this is? Where we
Yes,
need
sir.
to go. Thank you.
We're good. Just backing away.
Pan up to
Margins of these pillow lavas that we're seeing. Brachyuran crabs, these white crabs are here.
There's your
You can see the shimmering water now of the diffuse flow. There's
Oh, look at that.
polychaete worms here swimming in the water column. There's microbial mats. This white material is coating these lobate pillow lavas, and this is hydrothermal vents on the Galapagos Rift. I don't see any other
Okay, video, if
grazers,
you want to
no
guide
snails.
me what you like to see.
What's the temperature?
I think
Brian?
we're just kind of getting a
So
little
the-
survey here.
The temperatures of these
so
kinds of fluids that are
you can
clear
just
can
kinda
be
pan, work it
12
over to the
degrees,
left.
15
I'll
degrees
sort of keep it
Celsius.
at this zoom.
Working it
Something like
left.
that, but there
You
are
see a
many
crab there,
crabs
maybe I'll
here
try to get a bit of
being,
a-
so they're taking advantage of
and,
the
yeah,
microbes
he's
that are
right-
here,
right through the vent
eating
water.
He's in the
bacteria
sauna.
off the
shot,
rocks.
Okay, after this shot, if we could
Nice diffuse flow,
Copy that.
go
diffuse flow
full
vent
wide, I'll
field.
just make sure I'm
a
not
few meters
getting
Copy
too
that.
close
There
to
we go.
anything.
to the west of here, there's
Oh, you look good.
a fissure
You look
that
good,
is
Carl.
filled in with fresh lava. New lava has come in and actually filled up the fissure
Yeah,
and
I was
spilled out
getting a bit
over
close to that
onto
bottom
these
there.
pillow lavas that we're seeing. And just
There's a
after
sort
you
of a
see that's
more
been filled in,
vigorous
just
form
beyond
of
that
to your,
are these vents
to your left
Are you
there.
full wide,
that are
Carl?
active.
Am I full
Yes,
wide
it's
video?
full-
Yeah, you're full wide here.
There
I'm
may be
sorry,
more
I
vents
don't
just
know.
over the hill here. We're on the front of a hill.
Things are looking a little odd.
Looking at this,
sort of
this
sticks.
white material coating the lava.
Okay.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, wow.
That's a nice shot.
This
Yeah.
is great. All right, so
Wow.
so
Okay, video. If you want to do a zoom,
Copy that.
let's try just doing, 30-second zooms and then reorienting.
Okay, copy that.
I keep moving past you here, but looks like I'm going to go right over this thing too.
yeah, have you put a target down here?
It's even possible.
With the-
Diffuse
right.
flow white staining.
Yes, thank you. Okay,
Oh.
so I don't see any
Okay, can I
colonizing
get a
animals here.
full
No
wide
sessile
video?
fauna
Or
here.
actually,
Hold on one
Again,
second.
maybe due to the chemistry
yeah.
of the fluids, but doing a quick survey.
Sorry.
Oh, wow.
You came into a nice shot, so I thought we should continue video.
Jim, if there's anything you want to see
Copy
here,
that.
let me know. But some of the flow looks to be pretty vigorous. I don't see any gastropods.
Look at the video
I
from
don't
Sirius
see,
at the same time
Yeah.
of Little Herc doing this.
Yeah.
Any sessile
Okay,
Watch
video.
leaders, are
Can
we
we
now?
get full wide?
Go ahead, Nav.
Coming full wide.
Yeah. Do you wanna stop here for a bit?
I think that I'm not hearing anything from the ECC,
Is
so I
that
think I
full wide
want to
video?
push up a little bit upslope here and keep going.
You're full
Okay.
I
wide.
think there's more
Okay.
venting here.
Yeah,
Okay.
hey, Jim, this is Jim.
Yeah.
You
I'd like
copy
to
that,
stay here at least a
Pilot?
little
They wanna-
bit.
they wanna-
Maybe
they wanna
Keep
so,
moving, yep.
look
So if
up
we can go full wide on all the
and pan
cameras,
around and just get an idea of
sorry,
how
yeah, copy
extensive this
Full wide.
venting is.
That was beautiful.
Roger
Beautiful
that.
Yeah.
encounter.
We'll do.
You're full wide on
Pilot,
sled.
Yes.
can we, as we come up here, can we pan to the left and to the right to see how extensive this is? And where
Yes,
we need
sir.
to go. Thank you.
We're good. Just backing away.
Pan up to
We're fully panned up. The ROV is coming up. There we go. It's a little bit of a hill, but it's relatively low relief. It's a new lava flow that comes in from, looks like from the north downslope. May have come out of this fissure. Right.
There's a nice view of it in Sirius also.
So can you see that, Jim?
Yeah, Scott and I are wondering off in the distance if there are any chimneys or if it's just white staining on pillows.
Right. You saw it off to the left. I saw that too.
Yes, top left.
Yeah, I saw that too. We're going to go up there now and take a look. Did you copy that, Pilot? I think we would.
No.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so we would off to the left, just on the left side of your screen. It looks like there's
Yes.
more relief there. We want to go uphill here, upslope, and look at that, and also look to the right. That's also upslope to the right too a little bit. So
Okay, kind of circle this.
yes, there may be
Rise.
some chimneys up here. Some sulfide chimneys maybe up here.
Sounds
on
good.
these lavas. Great, thank you.
So Brian, is the ship still moving here?
So ECCs, we may have run out of this fissure, but we're gonna go up here and take a look at those white features that we're
You're
seeing off
muted.
in the distance.
The ship is still moving, and word from science 2 minutes.
So
Okay.
this appears to
Science,
be.
did you hear that?
No, I did not hear that.
Okay. Dave recommended we go find the top of this feature.
So this is a wall here, no?
Yeah, I believe this is
the
the southern wall. Yeah,
right?
It kind of joined the. It was very close to the fissure there that was
Yeah.
filled in with lava.
Right. I see a vent fish here, which is a very good sign. I think that you can see in the other camera. I think that this is the top of the wall. We can look up here, certainly. We should.
Okay.
Yeah. There's more diffuse flow up here coming
Yeah,
out.
there's a lot of it. Do we want to stop and get any? Oh, there's a more focused
There's more
plume.
crabs.
Do you see in the kind of center of my screen now?
I see a polychaete. Yes, that's a pillow lava with venti coming out of either side.
Yeah, they're more concentrated.
Yes. Okay.
Temperatures just come up 0.3 of a degree.
So if you turn to your
we're now
right,
at 3
pilot,
centigrade.
if you pan to your right real quick, let's just see what's down there, if it gets more intense. Okay.
This
Okay, we're now
probably
at
you are full
3.5.
wide.
Thank you, video.
We're seeing more hydrothermal activity on top of this wall, the southern wall of the Graben. And we just come up to this, and we've seen a vent fish, which is a really good sign. Lots of activity, lots of particles coming out of the seafloor.
Got a crab.
Microbial byproducts or microbes themselves are coming up. We're coming up over the top of this wall now and seeing more white material just on the other lip. There may be another bench here, guys, or a step where we have more of this white material. Looks like to me it's just a coating on the low baits. Okay, Pop.
Okay.
Looks like we might be out of it.
Yep. I was just coming out to
Yep.
get its extent.
That's great. That's exactly the kind of thing we want to do.
So this would be the northern rim of that.
Sort of a brief on what's happening right now.
Yeah, I'd love a
From
sit
out-
rep.
That would be great. Okay. You're now currently sitting on top of a wall. It's a southern wall of a Graben.
Copy
and
that.
There's a lot of hydrothermal activity, as you can see in just up here on top. There's much more down below at the base on the floor of the Graben. And we just came onto this, came over to the southern wall, came up. We'd like to go back down into that. It's basically the kind of pillow lavas and other low bait lavas you've seen in the past, but now they have a lot of venting coming out of the margins of the rocks. And we're trying to document that as well as look for other more vigorous venting, right? So chimneys, right? Black smokers
Copy
that we think may be in this area, right? Here you're seeing a contact of fresh and older. This is a great video. Look at that video. Fresh and older material, fresh on top of old. Excellent. So we want to come back down to the bottom of the Graben and get our orientation again. And we're slowly going uphill to see if that's where the smokers might be. Normally they're uphill. So.
All right.
Okay.
Yep. So if we were
I
up
think
at the southern wall, out back north here.
Yep.
Come down.
Yep. That'd be great.
EX, this is Seattle.
Sorry, Seattle, were you talking?
Yeah, did we lose that fresh lava flow?
Yes, we did. I got distracted in the control room here, and we changed watches, and I think that we have come down and gone further to the east. If we need to recontact that material, I think that we came down off of the south wall and turned to the east, and we're then out of that area, that venting area. I think now we need to, let me take a look at the sonar here. I do see a wall out to the, we're heading currently due east, so we have a northern wall here that may represent that fissure again. It looks like we've lost contact with the fresh lava after we pass that hydrothermal field. I'm going to ask the pilot to zigzag here and see if he can locate that fissure again and see if we can find that fresh flow. If there's a location you guys want to go back to or something maneuver you want to do, just let me know, please.
If you guys, did you have your watch later just said?
Yeah,
okay.
I was copying that. So watch lead, as I understand it, you want to go north and south here and try to reestablish with the walls of this small canyon?
Yeah, I would like for you to swing to your left and to look north. Sorry, look north, yeah. And see if we can find the, is that the bounding wall that we're in now? I think it's over and beyond this.
That's the wall we're seeing on sonar. You want to go up over this?
Yes, please, just momentarily to see what, and then we drop back down, and it seems to me that was close to the eastern extent of that
There's a rock
venting
pile.
activity. If we want to turn back to the west, we can do that now. I don't see any fresh lava flows here, so I'm open for your input.
Here's the southern wall.
You're now looking at a heading of 192 against the southern wall.
Now moving back to 090.
Copy
There's
that.
it. Roger that, pilot. We want to. Oh, is there another graben here just in front of us, or is that a pillow field that extends out?
I'm getting a hard return on sonar about 10 meters out. There might be another wall. Let me see if I can push out real quick. And
Thank
look.
you. Thank you. So we've come up over a southern wall, and we see another wall on the sonar, and we're going to go over this very quickly and see if this might be the bigger active
tail
graben
looking,
here.
Bobby?
Never mind. Discard what I said.
Okay.
That was a nice
At
shot
first
there,
looked like it was a skinnier fissure. I wasn't going to I was going to recommend not to go into it.
Need a chance, Bobby. Make sure I don't have that tether looped around something on the cliff.
Full wide?
Going full wide.
I came up a pretty good distance, so you should be, yep.
Our current heading is 352.
Okay. North wall.
You should see that ledge that we had started to go up, or that slow slope.
Yeah, this is the rock pile to our east.
Yep, that we started. All right, video in a little bit here. I'm going to need you to come wide.
You got it. Sirius is full wide.
Yeah, roger. I'm going to work down again a little bit here, give you some more tether
Copy that.
as you get farther out. Line that's showing.
Copy that.
Roger, clear water vents over there. Yep.
About 400 meters.
Roger that, thank you. Yeah, Seattle,
that,
it's about 400 meters. Again, I'm almost due east on the same course. 400 meters.
That structure just
0,
there
0.
to your right side of your screen. Looks like
Copy that. Thanks, Tim.
By looking at the
oh, it's hard to say, but it looks like it's
the arrangement
not
of these
very
sites that
wide.
we've come across, that they are linear. They are
No,
following
it
this
doesn't look
graben.
very wide at all, does it?
No doubt about
it. Looks more like a promontory that shoots out. If you were to go up and over and straight ahead right now, it seems to suggest that you'd come down into a gully.
Okay. Interesting.
Any additional thoughts, Seattle?
So there's the one we were following on the left.
Looks like two things come and join here to make a bigger graben by those walls. It's nice.
Yeah, you got only one promontory.
Go ahead.
And it's the one you're
Can we
looking
increase
at.
to 0.2?
Right now.
In your way between you and kind of flattish bottom again.
Copy that.
EX in Seattle, could you give us a
pretty much stretched out on tether.
longitude position?
You're getting there.
Yeah, I just put one up. Did you see it?
I'm hesitant to come down because I know these promontories are coming my way.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah, it's a good
pilot,
place
can
to
we
use some mini zoos.
can we come up a little bit and just look at this structure on top of
Okay,
this
I got it now,
promontory?
Tim. Thanks.
Certainly.
You do have plenty of tether to do that.
Hey,
Cool.
ECCs, is
Co-pilot,
this looks
can I
like
get a
sulfide to
tight
me
shot
on top of this
Sirius?
pillow promontory?
Stand by one video.
Yeah, that's a sulfide
Just
to
a
me.
little bit better.
That looks promising.
We've got a
Yeah,
nice
look at this.
sulfide structure here, guys, on top of a pillow promontory.
Go now, video.
This is a black smoker vent as it used to be. You see iron staining, the rust color just at the nozzle tips of some of the old vents. And a little faucet at the top. So they are here. We see an
Sorry, video.
We see an extinct black smoker on top
Ship's
of a very
working
large
against us.
promontory of
Yeah,
rock.
I'm getting a little tether pull.
What we're looking at now is an old
you,
extinct black smoker sitting
go
on
wide
top
again,
of a
yeah.
large rock promontory,
wide.
probably 10 meters high,
Coming back to the same side of him.
30 feet high,
On your
probably,
side.
I'm just doing a tether
probably
check.
8 feet, 10 feet wide. It's a large piece of sulfide that's accumulated over time as the hot water came out of the vent, precipitated out minerals, metals, and built this structure up. And we're seeing these little nozzles that are coming off like fingers as you go up the side of this black smoker, extinct black smoker. Lots of them have iron staining on them, in some ways showing their age, in some ways showing the chemistry of the water that came out of this black smoker. It's we're coming into a close-up shot of it now, and you can see the surface texture here.
Guys,
Like
drop
to do
the
a
target on
partial
this guy,
zoom,
right?
pilot?
Looks well.
Yeah, let's do a quick partial zoom and let
Looks
him
well warm and
look at
altered.
it.
Roger that. We're
may
getting
zoom
a
in
target
serious
put down
whenever
here
you're
would be
ready.
good for extinct chimney.
It's already done.
And what we'll see when we zoom in close, guys, we're starting to see the remnants of tubes that used to be on the side of this chimney where worms used to live in it. You see the scour marks. They're linear tubes. You see in
partial
the
zoom on
right-hand
both
side there
cameras.
where a
Copy
tube
that.
used to
Thank you,
be.
video.
And that animal lived in that tube. The sulfide grew around that tube. Now the animal's dead. The tube is gone, and it leaves that hollow tube-like structure that we're seeing. So these are what we call alvanellid polychaetes that live on the sides of these black smokers at one point in time. We've never documented that on the Galapagos Rift. This actually occurs. And one thing we might
okay
find through our
for,
exploration
main
is actually
cam
finding some
fighter
of these
shot,
black smoker
pilot?
chimneys that have these worms on them. So
Sorry,
right
what's
now,
that
we're just
video?
only life
Are
we're
you
seeing
okay
here
for
is
a
actually
tighter
just
zoom?
a crab.
Sure, you can try it.
About
I can't
that
fight
big,
the tether
sitting
pull
there
too much,
right
so
next
it's
to
gonna
one of
bounce
those
a little.
venting nozzles that's now extinct. So we're dead center in one of these axial summit grabens, and on a
If you could come
promontory where we
wide on,
have this
Sirius too.
extinct chimney. So we know this is where the chimneys form, and so we're going to continue
Sirius
to
2
explore
full
and look for these chimneys. So it's great to know these big guys, these big chimneys were very active once, and I think we know they still are. We just gotta find them.
All right, video.
You got
can we
another
go
latitude and
wide?
longitude
Going
for me?
wide on the
Position?
ROV.
Roger that. Just sulfide structure maybe.
Oh, I think it could be centuries.
All right, video. You may not be able to go real tight here. We're still bouncing.
Yeah, it looked like it was well encrusted. You could still see the demarcations of the scars from polychaete slitting on the side of it
don't
when it was
really
active.
know what to tell you here, Tom. We got nothing
Right.
discernible on sonar.
Yeah, I'm up on top of the world
Yeah,
right
both
now.
of you are up high.
Yep.
I'm on the wall between Grabens, looking east. So when we get the tether, I'm going to slide right and come down this wall. Sorry about that, Roland.
Oh, that's good video.
It's the end of the tether. I don't think there's much I can do about it.
Give the biologist something to look at. Pulling out.
Copy that.
Navs,
Little
Rich.
coral in the upper right there.
Good.
Yeah, we're at the end of the move. We're all stopped.
Thank you.
How frequent is that?
How we looking, Bobby?
I didn't see you put it there. It's video?
You're looking good. I'm trying to set
I didn't even
myself
see it.
here.
All right,
It's
we
full
good
wide.
video?
Full wide.
All right.
All right, ship has completed its move, so see if you swing down a little bit more.
I think someone's calling the Nautilus.
No matching wall on sonar, huh?
Not yet.
Nope. Just oh, I had it.
I think I came up.
Yeah, it looks like if you turn and face me, we just get the previous grubbin we were in, and it's two walls.
Nav, Rich.
Good.
15 meters left in the move.
Yeah.
Copy, thank you. Halfway through the move, gentlemen.
Copy that. Thank you, Brian.
That's interesting.
You keep turning to your right there. What do you? Okay.
There's a
Hey,
pillar.
Webb, this is the watch leader. Hey, Webb, this is the watch leader. Are you by the RTS out there?
You didn't notice our tether was looping up there.
What's that?
Looks like a piece of lava.
Oh, now I'm seeing it properly.
Looking at the side of a lava slab. The core. So, can you tell me how far away the southern wall is?
We're not picking up a southern wall really, watch lead. We start picking up scattered rocks about 5 meters to my right, rising. And the ground to the east of us is rising as well. The wall gets less distinct as we go this way.
Roger that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Can you come up about a meter or so? It's great to have this detail. But it's that contact with that wall. We want to sort of keep a peripheral.
Okay. And there's the problem. Oh,
Whoa.
Come left and up.
All right, I'm going to try
If you go straight that way.
this way.
I
All right,
agree.
you keep your eyes on the snag, Bobby, if you can get the light for it.
That's what we're trying to do.
I'm going to go real slow.
We're heaving quite a bit here on me.
Back and forth, but you can't go wall to wall. It's too
Did I
big.
go
It's
down
too
in the
big for
wrong
that.
one?
We actually had to put in a ship's move to
You
try to
have.
bring us to the
Come up
southern
again.
part of the southern wall. Right?
Okay.
It may narrow in places where you can see the promontory here. I think on the northern side. But I can send up the sonar signal if you want to see what the sonar shows.
Come up and
you can see it yourself.
Pilot, this is Dave.
Face towards me.
But
Yeah, Dave.
Yeah, I think
we should be coming down
you
into
wanna
a
be-
position where we
you
can
wanna be
travel along.
closer underneath.
Either
Sir.
way. Yeah, thank you.
How far am I from the wall I just came down, Bobby?
That's what I'm trying to measure here.
Should be about, well, I guess, yeah,
40.
it's probably about 40.
Because I'm closer to the edge and you're stretched out.
I see you at like 43 meters off the
Yeah,
northern wall.
this graben is measuring 82 meters.
Great. Thanks a lot, guys.
You're welcome.
Actually, do you want the radar or the multi-view to go across satellite?
I'm going to come down a little bit, give you some tether. Pilot?
You coming down?
I'm coming down because I was about 30 meters off.
Copy that.
So I'm coming down. We'll give you some tether to work with.
Yeah, sonar's.
Your wall is 20 meters out.
Copy that. The tether is taut.
Very much so. Yeah, if you lateral left, you might get some more tether to go forward.
Yeah, I'm backing down a little bit. Try to put enough slack in it to get over there.
Yeah, because you're a bit southwest.
Doesn't lateral very well at the end of the tether. There's a bump here.
Different kind of flow here in the bottom. Not a lot in the way of biology, though.
No, it's pretty barren. I think this is the wall right here in front of us. Watch.
This is the inner wall.
That is the wall.
And then there's a second one already showing on sonar, so this one can't be very high.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is
See if I can come up and find the top.
You're already losing it. I think you're at the top.
This could be that's the bench
So
or the
second
step.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's just a step up, and then there's another wall.
25 meters.
So we want to stay where the fresh lava is along this wall right here in
So
front
you
of us.
Stay at the base of this step here?
Yeah, we want to stay onto the fresher stuff, and we'll keep an eye on with Sirius what may be on that bench if there's smoke coming off. What do you think of that plan?
I think that sounds like a decent plan. We'll have to move Sirius a little further south.
If that works for you guys, that'd be great.
Sound good to you, Bobby?
Yeah, I'm not getting much of anything on sonar. Let me see if I can just bump it up.
Okay. I think the plan is we're going to try to bring you over to right about where I am. And then
Yeah,
you'll
we
be
drop
able
a
to
target
see
here
what's up
for,
above me.
Yep, roger.
Yeah.
Working on it now.
Right. Fresh flow, southern wall. Yeah.
How much slack do I have in the tether, Bobby?
Trying to get up the wall.
Not much. No, I was just wondering how far we need to move you south.
So watch lead.
I'd move
I'm
you
showing about
tether
90
length
meters
probably.
between where we
About
saw
40
the northern
meters.
wall and the southern wall.
Roger that. Thank you. Yeah.
So, Brian, could we move 40 meters south again?
40 meters more south?
Yeah, we'd
Sure.
like to put Sirius where I am.
Okay. Bridge, nav.
That was the first sign of life.
Got shimmering to the right there.
Yeah, is that the rock reflecting the light?
Yes, it looks
Yes.
like it to me. That's a fresh patina on that rock.
Yes.
Giving you a lot of
So
flashback.
straight ahead, 7 meters is your wall.
Copy that. That looks like
5
it
meters.
right there.
Co-pilot's fine
Sure,
with it.
I think that sounds good.
Bridge, nav.
Go ahead.
You are stretching
We
out
go
your
ahead and
tether
do
again.
100 meters,
Alright.
090 from the
Turn
present
back
set point
southeast.
at 0.2 knots.
You've still got a little ways, but
100 meters,
not much.
090
Well,
degrees
yeah, once
from
you get to the
present
end,
set
you
point,
can't turn, so I may as well
0.2
do it now.
knots.
Thank you.
Okay.
And
The
thus,
total
tether looks
distance
good.
of 102 meters in the move.
All right,
Yes,
thanks.
Seattle.
Yeah, go
The
ahead.
large scale,
that's
large
the
scale
end.
or broad scale trend of this Robin is probably going to be
So
more
what I
like
did, guys, is I
100
just
rather than
moved the
090.
ship.
Ledge that you're on right now.
Copy that. All right, I'm pushing out a little east along this
And
contact line.
Nav, how much do we have in that south movement?
Got an additional 15 meters coming in the southern.
We should stop that southern movement.
Okay.
And head more east now. I'm pretty well lined up with this edge that Tom is following, and south is going to pull us closer to that large wall we just saw.
Okay. Bridge, nav.
Go ahead.
Can you move the present set point 10 meters north, or 15 meters north?
15 meters north. Roger.
Go ahead, Newport.
Yes. Do we have an idea of how long the long axis we've been seeing this younger lava?
Nav, co-pilot,
Yeah.
we are moving east, correct?
Affirmative.
Just 1 minute, Bob. I'll
Thanks.
try to call it up.
All right, that is the end of my tether.
You are out of tether.
Now is what's left of the bench.
Correct.
Gotcha.
The
Okay.
older rock
Thank you.
has kind of lost elevation. All we've got
Got
left
it.
is a color change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if you can see sonar watch leader, but kind of about the line here is the old bench.
Right.
And then out 40 meters south, we have a second wall.
Okay. Yeah. Got it. Got it.
There's a good picture of your wall there, Tom. Your bench.
Copy that.
How
So
it
it comes
continues.
back up.
It does come back in to view.
Alrighty.
Yeah, Nav, this is watch leader.
Good.
Yeah, what's the status on the current move?
We are underway due east at 0.2 knots with about 40 meters remaining.
Okay, yeah, I want to increase that from that 90 meter to more of a 110.
Hey, pilot and co-pilot.
Did you get the sit rep?
I did. Brian says we're moving east along the southern edge of a fresh lava flow.
Yeah, see where they meet here?
I do, yeah. Or Looks like it's on both sides there.
Yeah, interesting pillory structure here.
And he says there's 100 meters left in the move.
Yeah. Going easterly.
Is it time
40
from
meters.
where we are at 2A
0 point. How many knots?
to
0
Rosebud?
0.2 knots, yes.
Okay, so I'm increasing
Right,
the speed.
to the 4A, 4B region.
Yes.
Okay.
Is 12 hours. So I had us.
So I'm reestablishing.
I had our fourth dive in the neighborhood of this region here in the 2s. That's 2B, 2A.
Yeah, and you should see that.
Followed by a fifth dive on the
should
near the
see that
Rosebud
feature.
4A, 4B area.
And it's about 20 meters dead ahead.
Copy that.
Picking up some crabs.
Yep. White crabs. Fissure here.
EX, this is Seattle. Could we have the ROV feed, please?
Well, the ship should stop in a good place for Little
Roger
Herc
that.
to
Can
investigate
you get
this
the
tower.
bottom feed, please, to the
According to
ECCs?
HiPAC, you're right near it.
Is he over there?
Copy that.
Thanks, video.
Yeah,
we just came across.
It's not
some
really
orange
showing up
staining.
on your sonar as a tower, though.
Not on my sonar. It's just
No.
serious. I'm too low. I think there's a pile of rocks between me and it.
Yeah.
This is like an old slab of sulfide here. This is sulfide, looks like to me, that's come down. I don't
Yeah,
know
I
what
think
you
you're
think.
starting to see it as well.
There may be some extinct pillars here.
RV
we're
nav, this is the
talking about.
bridge.
Yeah, let's see if we can go up this little rise in front of
Come
us
in,
and
bridge.
see what's at the
Yeah,
top.
we're 18 meters
It's
from
going
the
to
end of
be
the move.
15 meters
Take a
past
bridge.
this rise.
Yeah, Nav, can we put a target here that says fallen chimneys?
I can.
Thank you. You still got more ahead in the sonar?
That might be it.
Right.
Yeah, I
Right there
see
in the
it.
top left, yeah.
In fact, in pilot cam, it's still going up.
Do you want to stop the ship and explore it? At least explore it as a possible tether snag also?
Yeah, what's our speed right now?
0.2.
Wondering if we should decrease.
This is probably this is extinct, I believe, so we could probably come up and just get an image like we're doing. Do we think we need to take off from here, or are we okay? It's pretty big.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking west at it already. We're
Keep coming up here.
Structure. What's our
I mean,
altitude?
wow.
Yeah, it's in line with me.
My altitude is
And
10
I'm heading
meters
right
now.
towards
It's
it.
still going up.
10 meters. It's like 3 or 4 of them.
Okay,
Very
well,
large.
I'll call a ship stop while we explore it.
Yeah, let's
Okay,
call
yeah.
ship
And then
stop
we
so we
can
can figure it out.
safely move Little Herc around it. Bridge, this is our VNAV.
Go ahead.
Yeah, can you
Hey, can we get a
lateral
ship stop
just
here?
a little bit
Okay,
more right
we're
there?
stopping right now.
Thank you.
Just hold that position right there, because if you're comfortable with that, and you can come up and down, that gives me the best idea of how far this thing extends.
All right. You want to
'Cause I
keep
can
my
see-
light on the back side?
Yeah, I can kind of see both sides. Hear that, or come back around to your left and get in front of it between
Let's see
me
if I
and
can
it.
shed a little light on the top here.
Either one of those will work.
Just don't keep spinning right, Tom. Or
Yeah.
Now,
Don't
a
go
lot
any
more to
farther
go.
it's
right.
between you and
Is that a mussel on there? Looks like there's a
You and
galaxy of
Sirius.
crabs and a
So
mussel.
I would come back left now.
Alright.
These are
Yeah.
big old chimneys.
Yeah, if you
go-
lateral around
go
left.
back and
I
left.
saw a single
Yeah.
mussel on there.
That was good though. That helped give me the outline of what we're looking at.
Have you seen other towers this big today?
I am coming up.
Not while I've been here.
No.
This is big. My altitude is currently 17 meters.
This has been the only tower today.
Wow.
Keep in mind, I'm still reading that one that's 20 meters off. I'm not sure. This is probably it.
Yeah, you're
I
about
think
20 meters
this is
away.
That would make sense, yeah.
You're still going up, Tom.
Still
As am
going
I.
up. 20
This is
meters.
like a giant tether snagger. It's amazing it doesn't fall over.
Can I zoom Sirius in?
What's the altitude now?
Yeah.
21.
21 meters. Still going. There's the top of it.
Looks like we got the top here.
Yep,
Wow.
That's the top right here. So that's 23 meters?
I'm 30 meters off the
roughly
bottom.
Speaking.
Pilot, if you just keep your heading, or keep northeast as your safety heading, so you never spin around it. It's amazing it doesn't fall over.
Can I zoom Sirius in?
What's the altitude now?
Yeah.
21.
21 meters. Still going. There's the top of it.
Looks like we got the top here.
Yep,
Wow.
That's the top right here. So that's 23 meters?
I'm 30 meters off the
roughly
bottom.
Speaking.
Pilot, if you just keep your heading, or keep northeast as your safety heading, so you never spin around it.
Copy that.
And actually, as Sirius comes up, it'll be more east.
So I am definitely still moving towards it.
Yes, you are.
And I'm also moving north of it. So you're going to have to come around lateraling to your left. If you want to come
looking east at it.
Yeah. Yeah, if you want to lateral all the way around on your left. The video wide, please.
Full wide.
If you want to lateral around,
okay, I see
heading
what you're
port
saying.
side, and come around and
I
keep
see,
looking
I
at it,
see.
our tether will be clear, and you can look at it for a while.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, I think Bobby will eventually swing, so he's looking east-southeast at it.
Correct.
And then eventually, when we're ready to move, Tom can kind of head northwest away from it. And
all right, video, you can zoom it again if you want.
So watch lead, now that we've found this interesting spire, what would you like us to set up to do next? We were in the process of transiting north to try to find another graben.
Yeah, I wonder if you could come back up to the top for a second and come down on one side of this, getting good imagery of it.
Sure.
And documenting it before we all move on to the northwest, I think.
Full wide.
That's the end of the tether.
Yeah, you're gonna. You can also zoom in just
Our current heading is
touch more on
122.
Sirius.
Right now I'm pushing +3 gain. I'd rather be without gain.
On Sirius?
No.
Okay, okay.
Sirius I got +12.
Okay.
So I can't do much better.
Yeah, no, that's fine. We're good on Sirius.
Okay, video's ready for your move.
All right, you all set up?
Yep.
All right, we're coming down slow.
So what we're looking at here, we've been moving to the east along the rift, and we've come across a very large tower that seems to be about 23 meters,
good there, Tom.
or close to 70 feet tall.
Yeah, thanks,
This is an
Bobby.
extinct
Keep an eye
spire
on the
that
backside. I'm
that has different
Getting a little
colorations
too
on it
focused
now.
here.
It's been
Yep,
this can
I'm
be
trying to
extremely
keep an eye on
old. It has
tether and what's right below you.
some scarring on it. It has a few crabs on it, but it's extremely tall with multiple spires coming out the sides. It's probably about 3 or 4 feet across, maybe 5
Just
feet
like
in
you're doing,
places.
Tom. Very
it changes its
Thank
width
you,
as
Dave.
it goes up. The very top, it's got large spindly spires coming up.
As we go down, we're going to start getting
had
into
once
tether
come out
heave here.
and been really, really hot. This kind of tower gets created when you have, over some 700 degree Fahrenheit, 350 degree Celsius waters. So a few crabs I'm seeing now. We're imaging it coming down the side of this chimney. Lots of, a couple of crabs, but lots and lots of spires molded on together.
I'm also coming down with you,
in this
ever so slowly.
Right, as long as you're comfortable.
Yeah, I'm got my fisheye camera and
different
everything
colors
else.
may indicate different mineral elements and how they have eroded over time. Again, this could be.
You're looking good now.
This could be decades to
about
centuries
halfway down when we first came into it.
age, but it's been long
There are
extinct.
some other
And it
spires
was
that split
very
off from
long
it,
active. It
just
never
on your
fell
port
over.
side there, left side of
Sometimes
the
these
screen.
things grow rapidly,
So
and
you
they
will
fall
need to
over,
watch
within the order
those.
of months. But this one has stayed strong and grown a long time here. And we're right now
you're
we're
starting to come up into
almost
one.
2,000 meters depth.
Okay, I got it.
You're still looking good though.
We're still coming down this thing. This thing is
There's one
enormous.
real close.
So very interesting structure. It shows us again that there's activity that happens on the Galapagos Rift.
It's hard to
Things
tell
stay
if it's
active
coming
for a
out
while
towards
and
you
then
here, but you may want
they
to
go extinct.
slowly
They go quiescent and
back up a little.
I'm
as
backing
the heat
and
source,
turning
the
a
magma
little bit
stops
to my
feeding it.
port.
Yeah,
It dies
there's
out.
another.
Ever so
I
slightly.
think I see a couple of mussels here, maybe have colonized.
Hey, video, is there anything you can do on Sirius here
But yeah,
for the
it's coming
tether?
down to the bottom now. There's a
Well,
couple
make sure we
smaller
don't get
spires at the base
caught.
of this thing.
Gain you up. Well, what about gained out?
Very interesting
Okay.
tower. Just
I'm
another
looking
testament,
forward at that
testament to
piece on the left. You can
how
see
the
Yeah,
bottom.
you're
dynamics of
good.
Ridgecrest
Tether's not going to
work.
snag there.
Well, your tether's coming out of
time.
you and then going to your left. That's where the
Yeah,
current's taking
fascinating,
it, so I don't want it to
tower.
get hooked on it.
Yeah, good thought.
You're good though. You're clear. Thanks, video. I'm reading 35 meters off the bottom. You're reading 11 right now.
Starting to pick up some other returns on Little Herc sonar off your port side.
You got something big coming up on your bottom and left.
Copy that. I see it.
Doing good. Video snap wide on Sirius. Tether's still looking good. Okay, back in. Thank you, video. Still coming down with you ever so slightly. The left side there of the spire is starting to widen even more.
See that?
Yeah, you got another, it looks like another tower 15 meters directly north of you. You should be fine right now.
Copy that.
Gonna hold here so that our tether doesn't go out towards that second tower.
All right. Sounds good.
It's a bit neat how the different sections of the one you're looking at show up on sonar.
So this might be more than 20 meters because your altitude as you go over the different steps has been
changing.
Kind of started at 20, reduced to 8, and then all of a sudden it became 10.
Did we get a depth at the top of this thing?
I didn't, no.
No, well, that's what we should have done.
No, I got it.
We'll have it.
Tim said he's
yeah,
got
I got it.
Oh,
Hang on.
he's got it.
Wait a second. 1938.
Perfect. So we're already at 20 meters, and there still looks like there's plenty to go. Okay, starting to come down again, ever so slowly. Tether's tightening up a touch.
Yeah, it's getting pretty vertical. That's okay. When I run out of tether, I run out of tether.
Looks like you made it, Tom.
Yeah, it looks like your base is starting to flatten out here. I think you're just about there.
Yeah, there's a debris slope.
So 1961 for bottom depth.
That was it. Very nice, Tom.
Thanks, Dave. Is there anything else you wanted us to do here?
Full wide on Sirius.
We can look around a little bit more.
All right. Be advised, you have this guy in front of you. Yeah, just hold this position here real quick, Tom. Let's figure out what's around you before we start going off.
Sure. I'm looking east at the spire right now.
The only thing worrisome is
been changing.
Kind of started at 20, reduced to 8,
did
and then
we,
all of a sudden it became 10.
Did we get a depth at the top of this thing?
I didn't, no.
No, well, that's what we should have done.
No, I got it.
We'll have it.
Tim said he's
yeah,
got
I got it.
Oh,
Hang on.
he's got it.
Wait a second. 1938.
Perfect. So we're already at 20 meters, and there still looks like there's plenty to go. Okay, starting to come down again, ever so slowly. Tether's tightening up a touch.
Yeah, it's getting pretty vertical. That's okay. When I run out of tether, I run out of tether.
Looks like you made it, Tom.
Yeah, it looks like your base is starting to flatten out here. I think you're just about there.
Yeah, there's a debris slope.
So 1961 for bottom depth.
That was it. Very nice, Tom.
Thanks, Dave. Is there anything else you wanted us to do here?
Full wide on Sirius.
We can look around a little bit more.
All right. Be advised, you have this guy in front of you. Yeah, just hold this position here real quick, Tom. Let's figure out what's around you before we start going off.
Sure. I'm looking east at the spire right now.
The only thing worrisome is directly behind Tom there is a return that...
I think that's me.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
15 meters?
I could maybe believe that. I am directly behind you.
It's not Bobby, it's right on top of him.
But there's something right to your left, and this guy was sticking up before the rest of the stuff got in there, so we need to watch out. Directly north of you, about 15 meters, is something else that sticks up pretty well. And Sirius is starting to see a ridge line 30 meters out and behind us. So those look like the main things to watch out for.
All right. All right, thanks for your patience there, Watch Lead. I think we've got a pretty good idea of the lay of the land here now.
Roger that.
So what would you like to set up to do? I'm looking east at this tower's base right now.
Yeah, we want to come up and look more to the north of here. So we've got some more targets and things out there that you may want to be aware of, right? That we should turn and look to the north and see what that is.
Yeah. Okay. So we're coming up. We'll try to acquire that sonar target to our north and investigate.
Our heading right now is 159. That seems to be the trend of which
All
these
right.
features
Just don't
are
head
on. These
east.
chimneys.
Anybody seeing anything in the lower left screen there? Maybe I'm making it up.
What do you mean by anything?
Well,
A
there was
creature?
a lighter colored patch over there. I think maybe it's just some deposit on a rock down there.
Yeah.
There's something
Should be
right
coming
there.
up dead
That's
ahead
it,
of
I
you.
think.
That's right.
So watch out. It's right to your left
There's
side.
one structure right here to your left, but further out there's more.
There it is.
Hello.
That's a big one.
That's it. That's what we were looking at.
I think there may be more out in front of us as well. I don't know beyond this. There's other things in the sonar there.
So a lot of strong returns up here.
Yeah, none of these things seem very, well, they're not active, but I don't know if we're going to find, I don't see any smoke in the water.
What we're seeing here is this guy's right in front of you. Back off your right end is the one we were just on, and I'm over here.
Copy that.
So
And
that's
then
what you're
some
seeing.
larger returns.
Then that wall I kind of
To the
briefly
north
mentioned.
and east.
Yep. Nav,
Our
the
heading
ship
is
is stopped
054
right now,
now.
correct?
That's correct.
Okay.
So there's the top of this one.
The ship is pretty much stopped over the big tower, and
Yeah,
the
okay.
current's pushing you westward.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's trying hard to do that.
Hey Tim, are
you
those
got another
barnacles
tower,
or
20
what's
meters,
covering the chimney? Can you tell?
same heading.
Yeah. Pilot, can we get a quick zoom to see what those white attachments are on top of that spire?
Sure, you're looking at the spire up left or up right?
Spire up left.
Left, okay. Stand by one.
Yeah.
Bobby, should we lose the umbilical light for a moment?
Yeah, we can.
And would you like a zoom on all
Sure,
of them?
go ahead.
All right, Roland, when you're ready, can we do a zoom in to see what these little hangers on are here?
Okay, I'll zoom until you say hold.
Hold there.
No, Santiago, they don't look to be barnacles. They look more like bryozoans or hydrozoans.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's see
Thank
if
you,
we can
pilot.
go a little.
That's fine. Yeah, we got what we
Say
need.
a little more.
But we're okay.
No, watch lead's happy, so we're happy
Okay.
video. So whenever you're ready, let's come full wide.
Full wide.
So the big tower is still 10 meters above
That
you.
is full wide.
Copy that.
Its top is still 10 meters above you, and it's generally westward. Sorry, eastward.
I was going to say, it should be east and maybe a little south.
I kept
It's
saying
east and south of you right now.
I kept saying for you to go west.
It is
The tower's
now
east.
directly eastward of what you...
A meter or two.
Sure.
If you could spin a little bit to your
Serious,
right,
that is
that'd be
a
great.
partial zoom.
Let me see what I can do. The current's not congenial to that.
Ooh, congenial.
He's doing it.
You want to keep coming down, watch lead?
Yes, please. A little bit more, please. Thank you.
Sure. Watch my bottom, Bobby.
Yeah, you're looking good underneath.
Then I think from here we're going to want to go northeast.
Northeast?
Northeast.
All right.
See that target on the sonar? It's okay.
Oh, which target?
Yeah,
let's see. Northeast would be over here.
Right, that group there. I want to see what those those are as well.
Roger.
Might actually be east. I'm pointed northeast right now.
That should be your heading is 052. Yeah.
Careful how much farther you lateral right there, Tom. If you're going to lateral any
So
direction, come
we
left.
have about a half hour now.
Copy that.
But you're fine where you are right now.
All right, keep me advised. I'm just coming down.
Yeah, you're clear. Nothing below you.
Get down
Heading
below a
is
certain
059.
below a certain level here. The current drops off.
Oh, just calling out the
So I got the bottom in sight on
depth
your
here.
bottom LED.
Copy that.
Looks about 10 meters.
Yeah, I see it too.
The base gets a little bit wider. It comes out towards you. You shouldn't run into anything though.
Copy that. I'm gonna lateral left and put myself between you and it,
Perfect.
just to illuminate any potential problems.
Okay, your back LED's coming on.
Okay.
We got our good footage. Now I need to watch your line. Video full wide. Serious. So you got...
Is there a tower behind me?
Yeah, it looks like a very small tower. Can you zoom in video? Let's see if we can figure out where this guy is. Looks like you got some space. I wouldn't go too much farther down.
Copy that. All
I
right.
would actually lateral left. Get us completely out of the danger.
You say so.
All right, that's good now.
Okay.
Now you should have a couple walls coming up on your left here. If you were to turn left, I imagine you would actually see them. Full wide video, or half wide.
Yeah, you're about 7 meters from the walls, Tom.
There's a wall over there, east of me. Running more or less east.
Yep.
All right, watch lead. Did you say your desire was to go northeast from here?
Yes, I did. I think that would be the best move right now.
All right.
So first I would head north just to get away from the big tower. And because we know if you head due east, you'll go past it.
Let's see, I am currently facing
Northeast.
northeast. I think northeast move should...
I'm northeast of you. Northeast will take you right by this big chimney.
Yeah.
Northeast of me?
No, if Tom goes northeast.
I'm saying that I'm northeast of you.
I'm looking directly northeast now.
Yeah.
So we got the second one, and the big one is off there.
Yeah.
Off that way.
And there's also
So
the wall over here
north,
to my left.
North of northeast is where we want to. There should be plenty.
Okay. All right. If you guys line up.
Yeah, I'm going to get north of Bobby, wherever that happens to be.
Yeah, it'll take a few minutes. And then once Little Herc's ahead to look out for pillars, we can do a 25-meter move.
Look what I found.
This is part of your wall. So you can see the two pillars here on sonar.
The small and the big?
Yep.
Yep. That.
Video, can we get a little zoom here? Help Tom out.
All right, so you're looking east at me, so I want to head northwest-ish, right?
Yeah.
Now there's a
yeah, now you're headed
second wall.
Push north of you.
Oh, looks like something spiky ahead of you now.
Yeah, more. It came out of a wall.
Indeed, there is something spiky.
There's like
Huh.
a pillow ridge.
This is quite a place to travel with vehicles connected by tether.
Let's just go wireless.
This would be a fun place to travel without a tether.
Yes.
So if we go too far north here, though, we're going to hit a wall.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's not the wall that you're on right now.
Right.
And it may even be May even be the wall I'm seeing on my sonar.
Right.
But if we eventually want to move north, we should just move both vehicles to the top of the wall. Then be safely above everything.
Yes, it would.
Quite the chasm.
Wow.
Are you guys not clear now of that area to
Have
to
we
go
called
east
in
or
that
not?
ship move? Or are we?
No,
we're
I
still
was
on hold?
waiting till
We're set.
you were both set, both
'Kay.
facing north, and thought it was all clear.
Yeah, roger.
Yeah, watch
Our
lead.
heading right
Sorry,
now is-
just
yeah, go ahead.
a quick update. I'm just pushing north of Sirius so we get an idea of where we will actually end up if we go north. 'Cause these walls are sticking up all kinds of funny places.
Roger that.
All right, I'm facing north now, Tom. So if you want to come right slightly and face this wall directly, let's see what we're facing.
All right. Doesn't look like there's anything between you and me, as long as you stay at your current altitude.
If I stay here, I should pass that first little ridge that you just passed over.
This is just a talus slope.
Okay.
This might actually be the northern wall of the graben that those things were sitting in.
I think
What
that
do you
might be
think?
right, yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah, actually, now if you look at Little Herc, you're in a...
You've got a wall, right?
Things too,
Huh.
as it comes down the cable, but I'm not entirely sure Sirius is going to make it all the way to the wall. So this is about due north of you right now, Bobby.
Yep. What do you think about you going down ever so slightly, and then turning around to face my direction to get a bearing on those pillars and what else is around?
Sure. Since you've got a decent idea where that is now.
I mean, that should be good. You shouldn't have to go far. Then, back off the wall so you don't get hit. But,
Nav, what is our time off the bottom today?
that should be sufficient there, Tom.
Let me check that out, video.
Coming left. There's something right there.
Yeah, that's that first wall, that ridge that we had to cross over. The big wall's right directly behind you.
Yep.
Stay wall. If for whatever reason we got pulled left, so I'm going to keep this height, try to keep our tether vertical as possible. Video, can you half zoom?
Yeah, pilot, I would maybe back away from the wall and head up. Your sonar is showing up.
East, it will gradually take you up and out of this pocket as well.
Yeah, I'm heading east and up at the same time. I just don't want to have you come over this cliff and suddenly have me down it and you tucked up over the top.
It looks a little overhanging.
I still think you're going to want to try to head a little more east here for along the wall as opposed to kind of facing it.
Well, we'd like it. Okay, so now you start to see the murky water, and we've lost the altimeter on Herc because of that murky water, I believe. Sirius is at an altitude of 73 meters. Herc is still reading in error. You still see some murky water. When this dive started, there was a very clear layer that we came into. Even at about 80 meters off the bottom.
ROV workshop, co-pilot.
Still reading an error on Herc's altimeter. Still in murky water.
Jeff in ROV workshop, co-pilot.
Herc's depth is 1885. Yeah. Starting to see structure in that murky water. Do you see that, ECCs? I don't have a altitude for you. Depth of 1878. So that's close to 80 meters to 100 meters off the bottom. So we're losing that murkiness now, and the altitude is still not reading, but we're at 1871 meters off the bottom. So getting close to 100 meters off the bottom.
It's a lot flatter today. That's not cool. But when it's heaving a lot, that makes it hard on the ROV.
So I see Sirius, the sonar. It looks like pilot, it's secured.